Real nice, tidy property here. This job is one where there was a young climber that started on the tree and then said, hey, you should call this guy August. He's a guy that watches my videos. So something about it, he figured he wasn't quite ready for it. So thanks for the referral, whoever you are. And I don't even know what to expect here yet. We're gonna go check it out here in a minute and see what we got. It's a nice place here. Our main target tree is this. It's real noodly and it's leaner. So here's another view of it. I don't know if the lighting's very good today for you guys. Rigging, spar, removal. They're all 3 removals, but you can see that the other tree that's coming out there is, it's shorter than this one. So my guess is the guy that came here and started this job probably wished he could get above that thing to work on it, rather than have to rely on it so much to, spring. He probably didn't like that. That'd be my guess. But it'll hold you for sure. So we'll use the other tree that's coming out maybe somewhat too, just so that we don't have to lower things straight down over the gutter. We'll get a little bit of swing. There'll be some drop, but there'll also be just enough swing to clear everything down here. So I'll prep this tree out here for some kind of noodly rigging spar, and then I'll go up here and swing stuff over to that. It'll be ridiculously high, noodly, lightweight stuff out there that we're rigging from, but we'll use it collectively to be strong and we'll not overload it. This is my new favorite rope. It's called Scan Deer, but this stuff is just, man, it's like butter. It's unbelievable. Definitely the rope I'm most excited about these days is this stuff. Oh, I forgot my flip line. So YouTube, yeah, now I've got my flip line and I'm going up this mossy covered thing. So YouTube, there's an ash tree right there. So this is really, this whole tree is, look at it move. A new climber would hate this. Look how much it's moving. See, in relation to that thing. So, because this is going to be the rigging spar for that black oak, which is kind of heavy, I'll take and I'll put the rigging line. It's going through, this is smaller than a Red Bull can here. The rigging line will come over here, but it'll go through that ash tree first. So it'll be pulling this down. I should probably go over this in a little more detail. And so the line will come through there, up over here, and down like this to that tree. And that way, when weight hits this tree, it's not just like a fish and pull, it's not just like that. It actually will be held back here first. So it'll be pulling the weight down into the stem, which is the way it's most strong. And it'll move around a little bit, but it'll work for rigging all of that stuff from that tree over here without having to rig it down right over the gutter there. I feel like I'm over explaining, but I guess that's me. I'm over explaining this.
All right, YouTube, I don't think August knows about this, so I'll go ahead and mention it. If anything gets rigged down right here, that bulb, that old buoy, is like halfway unnetted, and it wants to just dump out. So if it gets bumped, you'll probably see Jeff diving to catch it.
I'll catch it.
There's our treat. These two are coming up to it. This is one of the fan favorites here. This is Adam Zappa, if you don't know him. He's the brush swamping beast.
So now I need to put my rigging line into the ash tree over here. This is retired climb line. It's still really good. It'll be perfect for this light duty rigging work. And I was gonna tie up a hank of rope, you know, and throw it like this, like you see us doing sometimes, where you just go like this and you get the end of the rope kind of made into a throw weight by pulling this through like that. Okay, now I could throw this like that, but ash trees are like Velcro. They just stop everything. They hinder you. They thwart your every move. So I was like, dang, I wish I had a throw ball with me. And then Damien looked on the ground and saw this. My guess is that this throw ball is owned by the guy that referred us. So if you ever watch this video, come talk to me. I think this is yours because it was laying down there in the ivy where you would have lost it. And it made a perfect little treat for me because I need one right now. See, the ash tree is even stopping my streamlined method. There it is. Yeah. Okay, YouTube, here's what I got. I'll show you here. Pretty light duty tackle. We got an Omni here. We got an old climb line converted to a rigging line, and I stopped using it as a climb line long before it was overdue. So it's a good rope, especially for this light duty stuff. Then we have another little Omni here. We're just kind of throwing this stuff together. So back up and look at it. We're using the combined strength of these two. We're gonna rig that stuff over into it. It would wangle dangle this thing down like 10 feet if I didn't have the rigging line going through that ash tree over there off the bank. Now because of that, this is all gonna be amazing. Nice to have a battery saw that's powerful enough to slice cut. When you're doing a slice, you don't want it to get halfway over. You know, you want it to come off the stump while it's still vertical. That means you got to cut fast. I'm gonna hit that shrub if I don't run the rigging line on this one. Let it peel down. So ladies and gentlemen, the peel cut is no good when you're pruning, but when you're doing removal, sometimes it's pretty handy to peel because it slows it down, hangs it on, and then lets you cut it off. See, it's atrocious if we were pruning, but we're not. People get all into the books and they hear, you know, cuts need to be made a certain way to not peel. And then they jump on you and you say, you made a peel cut. But they don't understand that there's different things at different times and we're not pruning. So this next one, I'm gonna peel down and then throw the butt out. So I'll need the rigging line behind me. So watch YouTube. I'm gonna peel it down. I'm gonna top bar it like this so that the last of the fibers are towards me, which will cause it to come towards me. And then I'll just throw the butt out. Everybody clear? Just like that. Just like that. Okay, I'm ready for the rigging line. Okay, YouTube, here's the first example of all of these theories. Test it out on something small like this. What kind of clearance did we have? So that one wasn't real heavy. So that tree, YouTube, would come this way a lot if the rigging line didn't go through that other tree back there and pulls it down like this, because it's held here and it's held there, which makes this. Go ahead and hook it up on this. Well, you get one try, that's it. One. That was a nice flip, Damien. Let's take a bigger one. Okay, rigging line's on and it's pulling against the spine of the carabiner, not the gate. YouTube, check it out. I mean, we're looking straight over at it. So that means there's gonna be a lot of drop. So you're gonna wanna suck that up tight. Maybe have Adam pull on it with you. Get all the stretch out of the rigging and the rope. Ready? Okay. Gave me a yank. Well, that looks nice. Okay, it's on, Jeff. This one you could probably run in if you didn't crush the shrubs or something. Kung Fu. Exactly 2 seconds. Oh my goodness. Oh dude, you almost killed it. I'm telling you, inches. Like exactly 2 seconds goes by and I'm always like, I'll take that rope. The piece isn't even on the ground yet. Yeah. Ready? Bar wobble. Bar wobble. So YouTube, I spent a little bit of time setting this up, you know, getting that spar, and I set a camera way over there, which is just for you guys. That was an extra trip, but once it's set up, bam, it happens quick. Damien's like, I forgot to hit record. Alright, you want some, just flip it to me. You'll want some friction on this one. We're going to test out that spar now because we're into the wood. You don't have to go huge. That way you'll be able to see how that moves, and it'll move, but it won't move as much as it would have if we hadn't captured that back there. So you see it, YouTube, you see it coming like that, you understand. YouTube, you can't tell, but there's terrain here coming up from the creek, so it's pretty strategic that they can guide it onto the sidewalk there before it's on the ground. Come on, YouTube, this is hardwood. Look at how fast this thing cuts. There's a bunch of shrubs here, YouTube. I don't want to bang them down there and have them bounce down, so it's just as fast to rig them since it's already set up. It's got my camera on it up there. I don't know if it's still filming, but right beside this roadie, right by that pine. Everybody clear?
Say, Adam, what'd you say, Adam? Get the camera out for this. This is just a normal day, you guys. This is how we do it. This is how Adam does it anyways. And Jeff too. Yeah, they just carry all the heavy wood.
Dude, so now I'm gonna get this rigging line, this rigging gear out of here. All we gotta do is pull this up and it'll dead end against the block, and then that'll be our rigging. Go ahead and pull the rope up, Jeff. Just pull it up and right against the block, right there. Okay, run this a little bit, okay? This one tiny little noodle is gonna be your rigging for it, but it's not that big. You ready? Run it. There you go. There you go. So we'll use my climb line YouTube to pull a pole line up into this, and then we'll just pull this stem over. There's one little spot that it'll fit into nicely. Scan deer. This right here is the rope you want. You're running a zigzag. One buckle, two buckle, three buckle, monkey beaver harness. This is an odd one because I have it faced at the rhododendron because of its side lean. So I should miss the rhododendron even though I'm look like I'm about to crush it. Go ahead and pull on it. Hey Scott. As usual, we scared the rhododendron, but we didn't harm it. If you look at the face cut is straight at the rhododendron, but it hit over here because the tree leaned like this, but the face cut was level. Check out monkeybeaver.com to get this super cool, innovative rope bag. You just put it through this quick release buckle. Wear it kind of like an apron, you know? It gets you up off the ground when you're putting your ropes away. And now you're just all comfy like this, storing your rope. I got my rope over a limb here. Now you could do that on the ground too. You could be kneeling on the ground like normal and you know, but this is a real handy rope bag for sale at monkeybeaver.com that I really like bragging about now and then. This one holds 150 foot, and we have one for a 200 foot rope too. Just go like this. Right? Then right here, here's how quick it comes off. Boop. Like that. Little handle right on top. Pretty handy. Also, if you're going up on a crane ball, you just put your rope on, you know, you scoot it over to the side, and then when you use that quick release buckle, just drop the bag. Super handy.
Keep you down.